Capricorn, hello there my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-April 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start this reading off with a nice oracle card just to breeze on in and take a temperature of the energy. So let's get a good shuffle here for the lovely Capricorns out there. I hope you're all doing well and fantastic. So my God, Spirit Team, talk to me about Capricorn. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card super quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And then at the very end this week, we're doing an extra special bonus. I'll be pulling a page for you from the Book of Answers. This is like a magic 8-ball on steroids. So if you have a yes or no question or something in your mind, hold it till the end. But let's get it going here with the first oracle card. I've been having a lot of fun with that Book of Answers. So let's see what's up. What do we got for Capricorn? Thank you. Okay, so there might be some temptation around you here with this first card. Now, yes, it is the devil, so I do have a mixed message here since it is a Capricorn reading. But before we fully dive into this, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle's @KyleofCups. Please feel free to tweet me something. But into the reading we go. This card. Now, yes, it is the devil, and if you watch tarot, you know the devil card usually represents Capricorn within the tarot deck because of the goat symbolism and that alone. So this can, to me, speak about you being in your power, even though this is an oracle deck. So you might be like pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, you might be getting motivated or feeling good. However, if there's something you've been trying to refrain from, whether it's a behavior, whether it's an individual, you could be tempted in this time. Something might dangle a carrot in front of you, literally, with this card. So I would be aware of any sort of excess in this time when this card shows up. So let's just put that guy down, and we're going to get into this tarot reading right here. I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify, get that juicy stuff going. So let's get a good shuffle here, my guides. Talk to me. What do we have for Capricorn in mid-April, please? And yeah, last week's reading was pretty positive. It was a nice little change because the week before that, it was a little serious in nature. So last week's reading, big triumph incoming. The week before that, it's game over. So you may have recently been in the mode where you're not about any nonsense, BS, or games. But last week's reading was very positive. It was about overcoming something. So we're going to hope to keep the positivity coming. Let's see what we have for Capricorn. Even if we don't, it's all good. We'll go with the flow and see what's going on. Okay. Nice. I'd say this is a pretty good start. We have the King of Pentacles in position number 1, another card that could represent you, similar to that first oracle card. In the center, we got the 4 of Wands. This is a beautiful card, the 1111. You might be receiving number signs from Spirit. Let's get one more out here. What do we got for Capricorn, please? Wheel of Fortune. So it seems on the surface, I don't want to get too carried away just yet, that we could be receiving some very positive energy swings for the Capricorn collective. But we're going to go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy intuitive messages because that can always change the whole frame of the reading itself. But in position number 1, we have the King of Pentacles. Like I said, that could represent you. That could represent any earth sign, really. It could represent older male figures, like father figures. And what we think of with this card is material abundance, being very sturdy, calm, cool, collected. So I like this energy, especially with all the other stuff we have coming up behind it. But it could just be a person in your life. Now, moving to the center, we have the 4 of Wands. Like I said, the 1111 card, this and the Wheel of Fortune together is a beautiful positive energy flow. Now, the 4 of Wands could be celebrations of any kind, so big get-togethers, parties. This could speak about stability. Like I said, it always has that 1111, that 1111 on there, so you might be seeing the repeating ones or number signs or things from Spirit in this time. A lot of little intricacies that you don't normally notice when this card shows up, but it is very stable and grounded, which I like. The first 2 cards are stable in nature. So we'll see what that's about. The good part of that is things calming down. The rough part of that is it could be like something very stubborn. But moving to the very back end, we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's a dense card. It means a lot of different things. And when we see the wheel, I think of a good luck charm or 4-leaf clover. This is a very positive omen when we stick it with that 4 of Wands. So the omens, the messages from Spirit could be like extra juiced up in this time. Now, the Wheel of Fortune can speak of the karmic cycles of life. things changing, things moving, things progressing. So I really want to see what this is about. It could be change for the better. It could just be change in general, but it can just be karmic situations or spiritual situations with the wheel. I like it. Very powerful. So with all that being said, Capricorn, we are going to dive deeper here. Let's jump in and clarify. So let's grab this deck. We're going to get you a nice shuffle here. We're going to reset it and see what we got. My guides and spirit team, talk to me about Capricorn. And yes, my friends, this is where we go intuitive with the message, which means I'm going to tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to start in on this King of Pentacles. And as always, if you read tarot yourself or if you're just learning, that's why this box is here. You could just play along. If you're feeling any messages that you want to deliver to the Capricorn collective, you could just drop it right down below, because I don't mind. We all learn from each other. So let's see why this King of Pentacles is here for Capricorn. So many different ways for us to interpret these cards. Ace of Swords. So I do have this little feeling of being a little strict in your ways, still lingering over from a couple of weeks ago. Now, all aces are opportunities. I do say this bodes well. But out of all the aces, when we see this Ace of Swords, it could be about one's mind, one's intellect, or one's verbal skills, how one communicates. So we could be talking about conversations. We could be talking about talks, literally. I see a very sharp intellect, a very sharp mind. This would be a very good time to start making plans and putting plans into place. However, the Sword of Truth does not hold back. Okay, this is very honest, very shrewd, serious in nature, very similar to the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. So when I see this King of Pentacles with this Ace of Swords, yes, it could be good opportunities, good change coming your way. And yes, I was talking about the strategy, but this could absolutely be someone verbally undressing another, like giving it to them straight, giving it to them strictly, serious in nature. So do with that what you will. It could be communication based. I do want to see how the rest of this reading plays out, because this could be several different things, but you might have a very sharp mind in this time. Things could start firing on all cylinders, which I would say is a good thing. So let's go in on this Four of Wands. Why is this Four of Wands here for Capricorn? Thank you. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Beautiful blessings. And now I'm still getting that vibe that I was speaking about, like receiving omens, receiving messages from spirit. You might be getting little reassurances that everything's going to be okay. So you really want to watch out for the different omens and number signs, maybe some very deep dreams that you could be getting in this time where spirit's trying to nudge you along and tell you everything's going to be okay. Aside from that, the Nine of Pentacles is super grounded. Big energy we've been getting throughout this whole reading. It's abundant. It's overflowing with monetary gain and prosperity. So for a lot of you, there could be a big influx or a focus on those type of things. You might really have a come up in regards to money. This is good. Now, once again, I'll use my term. This could be some sort of win, victory, or triumph. Big one for sure, with all this celebratory energy here and the Nine of Pentacles. Like, it doesn't get much better than that, seriously, especially right next to the Wheel of Fortune. I do always say wins, victories, triumphs, blessings, all those things come in all different shapes and sizes, and it could represent different aspects of your life. Yes, it could be money, it could be personal relationships. You just have to tie it into your personal situation. But I do feel like overall, the energy is looking extremely luscious. It's looking really good here. So we're going to go over to the Wheel of Fortune, then we'll do a quick little recap of this. And yeah, this could represent other people in your sphere of influence as well, but this energy is really nice. Keep your eyes open for number signs and omens big time, I'll say that. So let's see what's up with this wheel. Then we'll do our recap before we get into the Book of Answers, which I've been having tons of fun with. The World, beautiful, big karmic. Big karmic energy, big spiritual energy with the World in the upright under the Wheel of Fortune. Once again, it doesn't get much better than that. And both of those cards are karmic in nature, and they talk about the cycles of life, an ending, a beginning. Some of you might be yearning for or receiving a fresh start, a new beginning of some kind, which is absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm not getting any bad vibes here. There could be big spiritual and karmic energies at play here. And all the things I was just saying with the Four of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, I'm feeling reiterated here. A lot of you could just have that big burst of earthly, worldly abundance, literally. But this card is cycle-based. So there could be some sort of big karmic shift going on, or you might be moving into a nice new cycle of life that looks pretty prosperous here. Okay, now yes, everybody has free will to make their own decisions. Sometimes people deviate from the energies, but if there's any opportunities coming towards you, or you're trying to remake yourself or refresh yourself, this bodes very well. Like, the energy around the Capricorn collective is absolutely beautiful. Big change from recent weeks. Aside from this little Ace of Swords in the beginning, someone being strict in their ways, this feels very good. So keep an eye out for the omens, like I said, because there are karmic, pardon me, and spiritual energies at play. So let's go through and do a quick little recap before we get into the Book of Answers. If you kindly look in the box, my friends. In position number 1, we have the King of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords in the upright. Like I said, this could represent you, so that bodes very well. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. It's an earth sign type of energy, grounded, abundant, good money prospects here. With the Ace of Swords, your mind could be firing on all cylinders. You might be planning things. You might be in strategy mode, but very sharp mind, very sharp tongue. You might be having conversations where you're honest, shrewd, and to the point. Could be of serious topics. I don't feel like that throws off the rest of the energy here. But as we press forward, we have the Four of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, a reason to celebrate. Some sort of win or a victory could be coming towards you right now. I also had that huge feeling, especially with all of these spiritually tied cards, that the universe could be trying to speak to you. They could be trying to give you omens, speak to you through number signs, synchronicities, dreams, things of that sort. So keep your eyes open. You might be being guided to a specific path. Or it could just be a shot in the arm telling you everything's going to be okay, everything will work out. Moving to the very back end, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the World in the upright. Like I said, it doesn't get much better than this energy we have going here. Both cards are karmic. Both cards are cycle-based, but it's a beautiful type of energy I'm feeling right here on the back. So it could be a big shift, a karmic shift of some kind, where your cycle's changing into something new, which is good. I'm feeling good energy here. Or yeah, it could just be that spiritual tie, spiritual guidance, spiritual journey. Beautiful stuff here, Capricorn. So please take a screenshot if you'd like to look into this further. Tons of angelic energy here. And we're going to have a little look here into the Book of Answers as your bonus. Now, like I said earlier in the reading, this is like a magic 8-ball on steroids. Look how thick this book is. So many answers within here. It works good for yes or no questions. So if you'd like to think of a yes or no question, go right ahead. It might answer it. Even if it doesn't, I'm going to explain to you what I'm feeling from the message the book is giving. So the way we use this is we open it up and we just flick through here, and I use my intuition. I'm sure you've seen some readers pull cards this way. And we're going to see what Capricorn needs. What's Capricorn's answer, please? I just use my intuition to pick. I feel like your answer's here. Okay. Don't be concerned, okay? So in this time, and let me put this under the camera so you could see it. You might be stressing about things, okay? It's a common human attribute. We're all prone to stress about things, be anxious, overthink. So if this isn't in regards to the question you were asking, there might be something that's nagging at your brain, something that's just lingering in the energy. And the book is literally saying, don't be too concerned about it. Life is all about the ebbs and flows. Things go good, things go rough. Sometimes things are neutral. So it's all about that journey, those ups and downs. Don't be too serious in this time. We did see it in the beginning of the reading, but I would say this bodes very well, especially with the reading we had all tied together. Capricorn, I love it. So my friends, thank you for watching. That's all I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. For the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, wonderful Everyday Witch Tarot. This is the deck that you see in my thumbnails. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are at this point. And second, let me know down in the comments what tarot card you associate yourself with. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.